Hi, I'm Tori Purcell, and I'm here to talk with Mr. Schaefer about the Scribbler. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm great. So what is the Scribbler?
The Scribbler is a student-run literary arts magazine here at Norristown Area High School.
So why was the Scribbler created?
The Scribbler was created a long time ago, and I just reincarnated it 3 years ago with a grant from the Norristown Area Education Foundation. And it's a place for students and faculty to showcase their literary works.
Okay. So when is the deadline to submit?
The deadline to submit is less than 30 days away. It's April 3rd, and they may submit their poems or short stories to norristownscribbler@yahoo.com. That's all one word, norristownscribbler@yahoo.com. Or they can bring their original artwork or their photos to room 326 and drop them off with me.
Okay. And what do you consider a short story?
Short story is something that can be read in one sitting. I would say 3 pages or less.
Okay.
We don't want to publish a novel for somebody.
Right. And where does the magazine go?
The magazine is distributed to the community and the school, and we have a reception in May where we have an unveiling and we display the artwork and display the poems.
Okay. And how much does it cost to buy?
Each issue costs $5. But the money comes back into the Scribbler, and then we were able to use it for the next year's magazine. We also have advertisements in the back of the magazine, and the advertisers get a free issue, and also teachers pay a $5 patronage fee, and then they get a free issue.
Oh, okay. So about how many submissions do you guys put into the Scribbler?
We put about half of the submissions into the Scribbler. So if we get 100 submissions, we'll probably publish between 40 and 50. And if we get 20 pieces of artwork or photographs, we put about 10 in.
Okay. And in the past, how many submissions have you gotten?
That's really hard to tell. It's been growing every year. The first year we didn't have as many, but the third year we had more. This year I hope to have more artwork and photographs because, you know, pictures speak volumes to a lot of people, and we have some very good artists here in our school.
Right. And who can submit to the Scribbler?
Anybody in 9th through 12th grade and faculty and staff that work at Norristown Area High School.
Okay. And I see you have a $50 bill here.
Yes.
So what's that about?
The winning poem or the best poem judged by our editorial staff wins $50 cash, and the artwork or photograph that is judged the best by our staff and is put on the cover also wins $50 cash.
Oh, wow.
If you don't want to accept the cash because you're afraid of some kind of eligibility, we'll give you a gift card.
Okay. And how does your staff actually judge a poem or piece of artwork?
The staff is made up of students. I do not have a say in who gets in, and I do not have a say in the judging. What we do is it's called a blind judging, where we cut the name off of the poem or the short story, or we hide the name on the artwork, and the students judge it on a scale from 1 to 5. 5 being the best and goes in, and 1 being, maybe you need to work on it for next year. And what we do is we have judges, up to 5 or 6 judges judge your poem or your short story, and then we lay them all out, and the ones that get the best rating get in, and the ones that maybe need a little work we'll save for next year.
Okay. So what are some of your hopes for the Scribbler?
Well, last year we had an all-color issue. We were able to publish all the pictures and all the artwork and the cover in full color. I hope to do that again this year. I hope to have a more substantial binding on it. But my ultimate goal is to increase or raise the level of our submissions. And when people look at a poem or a short story or a piece of artwork, they say, that is the best.
Okay. And have you ever gone through the Scribbler and found a favorite poem? Has anything really spoken to you?
Well, last year we got a lot of attention because Nick Ozorowski's poem was published first in the Scribbler, then it was published in the yearbook, and then it was read at graduation. So that could be one of my favorites. But I think all the work that the students do here is good. So.
Okay. So what's the deadline for submitting once again?
April 3rd, and they submit their poems and short stories at norristownscribbler@yahoo.com. They can bring their original artwork and their original photos to me in room 326. We do not return the poems or short stories, so they should keep a copy of their own, but we do return the original artwork and the photos to the artist.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to add?
No, I thank you very much. I thank Mr. Doyle for hosting me today, and I hope that everybody submits. I hope we get more faculty submissions this year because some of our faculty are really good artists and some are really good writers, and we would like to see them in the magazine.
For sure. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, Tori.
I'm Tori Purcell, here with Mr. Schaefer talking about the Scribbler. Time to start writing away. Now back to the Eagle's Eye.